Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage has already released 2 episodes, and with that, I can honestly say that I was wrong about it, and I officially apologize for that. For years, I covered both The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon for Screen Rant, so it was a given that I would also tackle the latest show in Chuck Lorre's evolving universe. Set after the events of the Young Sheldon finale, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is an attempt to continue taking advantage of its parent series' popularity, even after it has ended. I fully understand why Young Sheldon had to end despite still being very popular. After years of contradicting the Big Bang Theory canon by creating countless plot inconsistencies to varying degrees, they wanted to honor the established timeline with Sheldon's move to California. That said, it's also no secret that I was campaigning for the prequel's rebranding to The Coopers instead of launching a new show. It would have been a much easier transition, plus, it would also retain Young Sheldon's tone and format. CBS had other plans, however, which made me quite skeptical of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. Premiering a new spin-off, even with its ties to hit shows, always comes with risks. Cheers the Tortellis and Friends Joey are some of the failed offshoots, proving that they can't succeed based on connections alone. Naturally, I was worried about Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, especially since it would shift its focus from the Cooper family to the McAllisters, who now make up its ensemble cast. That said, more than anything else, I was most concerned over the change of format. Young Sheldon was a single-cam series, which meant that it was filmed in closed-door sets. Meanwhile, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is a multi-cam show, similar to The Big Bang Theory, which was filmed in front of a live studio audience. Based on the overall vibe of the nerd-centric sitcom, its setup gave it a more humorous tone, which wasn't bad. It is just that I wanted Georgie and Mandy's first marriage to have the same storytelling approach, balancing comedy and drama as its parent series, and it was hard to imagine that in a multi-cam environment. As it turns out, I didn't have anything to be concerned about at all. Having watched the first 2 episodes of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, I am quite impressed with how the series is able to balance comedy and drama effectively, despite the live audience's laughter. The single-camera setup really worked for Young Sheldon, as it allowed the director to control the pacing of the narrative. It could stay in a dramatic or tense moment for as long as it needed, which meant that these scenes were able to breathe. Being filmed in front of people, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage doesn't have that luxury, since it has live viewers to cater to. Despite that, it is still able to effectively tackle emotional moments. Georgie and Jim's conversation about the death of George is particularly a standout moment for me, as it was then that I realized that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage isn't shying away from delving deeper storylines. It's also worth noting that the cast has been great. Montana Jordan and Emily Osment are exceptional during Georgie and Mandy's more serious conversations, without losing their dynamic's playfulness. Just because Georgie and Mandy's first marriage has been great in executing their dramatic scene, it doesn't mean that it sacrifices its comedy. If anything, I think that it makes it more creative and precise. The multicam setup allows for a variety of comedy sources. While Young Sheldon primarily relied on its dialogue for its humor, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage can also tap into physical comedy to bring in laughter, which is better, as proven by my holy grail sitcom, Frasier, the series that Lorre used to explain the change in format for his new show. Meemaw's shaking face while the house shakes is already funny in theory, but the laughter from the audience makes it more hysterical. The same can be said during the final scene of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage episode 2, when Georgie asks his crying sister if going to George's grave helped her, and she aggressively replies. The new show can tap into the energy of the audience for its comedy, something that Young Sheldon didn't have.